Tragedy has struck in southern Lebanon, where an Israeli airstrike has claimed the lives of 4 U.S. citizens, including 3 young children. This heartbreaking event, confirmed by the Lebanese government, has sent shockwaves through the region and beyond. But here's when it gets controversial. While Israel insists the strike targeted a Hezbollah operative, the collateral damage has sparked intense debate and outrage. According to official statements, the Israeli military conducted an airstrike in the southern town of Bint Jbeil, aiming to eliminate a Hezbollah member. The Israel Defense Forces, IDF, acknowledged that, alongside the intended target, several civilians who were not involved in the conflict were also killed. In a statement, the IDF expressed regret over the loss of innocent lives and emphasized their efforts to minimize harm, noting that the incident is currently under investigation. Among the victims were a father and his 3 children, all U.S. citizens, as confirmed by Lebanon's Speaker of Parliament, Nabih Berri. The family's mother was critically injured in the attack, according to Lebanese Foreign Minister Youssef Raji. This devastating loss has raised serious questions about the risks faced by civilians caught in the crossfire of ongoing hostilities. Lebanese state media reported that the strike involved a drone firing 2 missiles, one targeting a motorcycle and the other a Mercedes car. Tragically, the father and his children were inside the car when it was hit, while the motorcyclist, believed to be the intended target, was also killed. Lebanon's Prime Minister Nawaf Salam condemned the attack, describing it as a massacre against innocent civilians. He framed the strike as a deliberate act of intimidation aimed at residents returning to their southern villages, urging the international community to strongly denounce Israel's repeated breaches of international law and United Nations resolutions. The United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, voiced its horror and anger over the deaths of the 3 children in a social media post, calling attacks on children unconscionable. UNICEF stressed that no child should ever lose their life due to conflict, and called for an immediate halt to hostilities to protect vulnerable populations. This incident is particularly alarming, given that Israel has continued military operations in Lebanon, despite a ceasefire agreement brokered by the United States last November between Israel and Hezbollah. Lebanon's President Joseph Aoun, currently attending the UN General Assembly in New York, condemned Israel's ongoing violations of international agreements, especially the ceasefire. He appealed directly to world leaders gathered at the United Nations to take decisive action to end these breaches, poignantly stating, "There can be no peace over the blood of our children." Adding another layer to the complex situation, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu recently spoke about Israel's victories in Lebanon against Hezbollah, suggesting these successes pave the way for peace negotiations with Syria, Israel's northern neighbor. This statement has sparked debate about the true prospects for peace in the region and whether military actions are helping or hindering diplomatic efforts. This tragic event raises difficult questions. How can innocent civilians, especially children, be protected in such volatile conflict zones? Is the use of targeted strikes justified when the risk to non-combatants is so high? And what role should the international community play in enforcing ceasefires and protecting human rights? We invite you to share your thoughts and perspectives on this deeply troubling incident. Do you believe Israel's actions are justified in the context of security concerns, or do they represent unacceptable violations of international law? How should the global community respond to prevent further loss of innocent lives? Join the conversation and let us know your views.